ago, in Central Java, there was a lake called Rawapening. Its surface was calm and shining, reflecting the blue sky and surrounding mountains. But beneath its beauty, it held a story whispered by the wind. There was a peaceful village surrounded by green hills and fertile rice fields. The villagers worked as farmers and lived simple life. Every morning, the sound of roosters and pounding rice mortars filled the air, while children ran happily along the small paths between the fields. Life felt calm and harmonious. One hot afternoon, a little boy appeared at the edge of the village. His clothes were dirty and torn, his hair messy, and his face pale with hunger. He walked slowly, carrying nothing but a wooden stick in his hand. He looked weak and tired.
Please, kind people, may I have some food? I'm very hungry.
But most of the villagers frowned at him.
Go away, you dirty child. You will only bring trouble.
Look at him, he is just a cursed beggar.
Yet not all of them were heartless.
Poor child, you must be starving. Come to my house. You can eat and rest there.
Thank you, Grandma. You are the only one who cares for me.
The old woman gave him a plate of warm rice and vegetables. The boy ate gratefully, then rested under the shade of a tree near her house. Days passed, and he stayed with her for a while. She treated him as if he were her own grandson.
Why what's your foot on that strange boy?
Be careful, he might bring disaster.
But the villagers kept gossiping. One night, when the moon shone brightly, the boy sat quietly outside the house. His face looked serious.
Grandma, you must listen carefully. Tomorrow, something terrible will happen. This village will sink beneath the water. The land will turn into a huge lake.
What? A lake? But how will I survive?
Prepare a large rice mortar. When the water rises, climb into it. Do not be afraid, you will be safe.
The old woman trembled, but she believed the boy's word. She prepared the mortar that very night.
Ha ha ha! Look at that crazy boy with his stick.
Maybe he wants to be a magician.
But the boy's face remained calm. He left his wooden stick high and struck the ground hard. Suddenly, a strange rumbling sound shook the earth. Cracks appeared in the soil, and from them, water gushed out faster and faster.
Water, water, run for your lives.
At first, the villagers were confused, but when the water rose quickly, they panicked. The villagers ran in all directions, trying to save their possession. But it was too late. The water spread to the fields, covering the house and the roads. The old woman remembered the boy's warning. She quickly climbed into her rice mortar. As the flood rose higher, the mortar floated on the water like a small boat. She held tightly, praying to God for safety. Meanwhile, the villagers who had mocked the boy struggled desperately. Some climbed trees, others tried to carry their treasure, but the water swallowed everything. In the middle of the flood, the mysterious boy stood calmly. For a moment, his eyes glowed with sadness, as if he had known this would happen. Then, He slowly disappeared into the water, never to be seen again. Within hours, the once fertile land had turned into a white beautiful lake. The old woman survived, floating safely until the water became calm. She was the only one who remembered the boy's kindness and warning. From that day on, the lake was called Rawapeni, which means clear swamp. Its surface was calm and shining, reflecting the blue sky and surrounding mountains. Fishermen came to live around it, and the lake became a source of life. But for those who knew the story, the lake was more than just a beautiful place. It was a reminder of kindness and humility. The old woman often told the story to children, how arrogance and cruelty led to destruction, and how one act of compassion saved her life. Even today, when people visit Rawapening, they can feel the silent message hidden in its water. Be kind to others, respect even the weakest, and never let greed and pride rule your heart.